Good morning, friends. This morning session is dedicated to all language lovers, and we are going to use certain conjugate words in day to day conversation. Friends, there are certain words that they always go together side by side and they always give a better meaning to any statement. For instance, there is a one first conjugate word is both and. Both always is followed by and, like both Raman and Sohan are brothers. Both money and wealth go together. Both life and principle run together. Both politics and principle exist together. Both yes, the cashier and the clerk were present in the office. So both is always followed by and. Then lest is always followed by should. Whenever in any sentence lest comes, lest, it should always be followed by should. Like work hard lest you should fail. Um, Reach the station in time lest you should miss the train. Yes, the country must plan to upgrade the economic condition lest it should fall behind. The students must prepare well for the coming exam lest they should be regretful. So lest is always followed by should. Then scarcely when. Scarcely is always followed by when. Scarcely had I reached the station when the train arrived. Then hardly when. Hardly had I entered the class when the bell rang. Hardly had I reached the assembly ground when the bell rang. Hardly had he reached the venue when the program started. So hardly is always followed by when, scarcely is always followed by when. Not only but also. Not only she performed well in her exam, but she also stood first among all the successful students. Then no sooner than. No sooner did she reach the station than the train arrived. No sooner did she stand on the platform to speak than there was a huge cheering by the audience. No sooner did I see the tiger than I ran away. As far as as far as the condition of the nation is concerned, everybody should be concerned about that. Such as the problems such as poverty and ignorance must be tackled well so that we eat so that we can survive. He worked hard so that he should stand first in the class. He reached the station in time so that he should board the train. Such as, or such that, he made the condition such that everybody appreciated his effort. Either or. Either he is a knowledgeable person or a scholar. Neither nor. Neither he is to be considered as a relevant person nor should be given any consideration. Sooner or later, if you keep working, sooner or later you will be successful. Rather than keeping in mind the progress of the nation, we should always work for the betterment of the poor rather than giving a boost to other parts of economic criteria. Contrary to what I said, the reality is quite different. So these are some conjugate words and they can be used in day-to-day conversation. Now, using all of them together in a small speech. Uh, Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss one burning topic, and the topic is the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia. Any war is both disastrous and misleading. War always results in death and destruction. we should avoid war, lest we should always fall behind in economic criteria. Not only the war destroys human life, it also leaves behind many sad memories for the people. So, no sooner a country starts fighting the war than he or she becomes, less prevalent. As far as the war is concerned, it is always fatal and it is always detrimental to the progress of the nation. The fact is that we should always try to avoid war. The recent war between Ukraine and Russia has given an example for the people of the world that no outcomes comes after war. Rather, it continues to, create or breed hatred among the nations and mislead them to negative ideas. Had the war between Russia and Ukraine not happened, the both the countries would have been prosperous and they would not have been at a great loss. After the even the war is over, both the countries will be regretful, and both the countries will have to compensate the loss, economic loss, for several months and several years to come. So that is what I wanted to emphasize upon. Thank you. Have a nice morning.